So pretty much everything I'm about to talk about is based around Galatians chapter 5 in the Bible. So with that said, I was reading this one time and God just really hit me hard, specifically with verse 13. And I'm going to go ahead and read that word for word for you real quick so there's no confusion. It says, this is Paul talking. You, my brothers, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge in the sinful nature. Rather, serve one another in love. So what Paul is saying here is, you're meant to be free, and you've been set free by Jesus. But with your freedom, don't use your freedom to fall captive and slave once again to sin, but instead use your freedom to love one another. And I was reading that, I'm like, man, that's a huge deal. That because we've been set free, and we're no longer bound to sin like we were, but still we use our freedom just to fall right back into slavery as slaves to sin, you know. My good friend Jason, commonly referred to as J-Bone, it's a nickname for him, but he showed me this one verse. I like to give him credit for it all the time because now it's like one of my favorite little sections of the Bible. But it's Jeremiah, and I like to give credit where credit's due, so shout out J-Bone. Jeremiah 40, chapter 4. This is now a little context for this. This is God speaking to the Israelites, like his people, talking about going to Babylon, like because the Israelites were like sent captive to Babylon. And it reads like this. So Jeremiah 40, verse 4. But today, this is God speaking. Today I'm freeing you from the chains on your wrists. Come with me to Babylon, if you'd like, and I'll look after you. But if you don't want to, then don't come. Look, the whole country lies before you. Go wherever you please. Now, God is pretty much saying right there, look, I'm setting you free today. And I'd love it if you came and you followed me to Babylon, because I'm going to Babylon. And I'll care for you and I'll protect you. But if you don't want to come with me, then you don't have to. Look, the whole world is open for you. Go wherever you please. But he's asking them to come with him. And that's kind of the choice that we have now. It's like he got just like, I mean, that's an Old Testament to New Testament, you know, kind of cohesive unit there. He gives us the same option. He's setting us free, but he's not forcing us to do anything. That's like the essence of freedom. And that's such a huge thing in America. Like, Americans are all about, like, yeah, freedom, we're free, and liberty, and all this stuff. And those are great things. I just think it's kind of dumb when people just toss the word around. But freedom is huge. That's what it's all about. The ability to use our freedom for whatever we want, good or bad. That's like one of the basic principles of America. But freedom is senseless if you use your freedom to fall back into slavery. And what I mean by that, I keep saying use your freedom just to go back into slavery, is this. This is the example that I want to give. It's an analogy. So think about if you were a slave, like a literal slave, to a really mean, nasty, rude, evil master who he was just like the worst of the worst, would like beat you if you messed up. Nothing good. There's no ounce of good in him. And then this champion, this comes and saves you, this heroic dude, whatever, comes and saves you in the night and is like, look, breaks your shackles off. It's like, look, let's get out of here. Like, we got to get out of here right now. And then you decide, and you're like, I don't know. I think I'm just going to stay. That is equivalent to using the freedom that we now have from Jesus to sin. Freedom from sin. That's like staying with the sin. That's using our freedom to stay in the sinful nature, to keep living, how Paul puts it in Galatians, as living by the flesh as opposed to living by the Spirit. It's like, in that analogy, if you didn't get it, Jesus is the champion that comes and saves you, and then sin is the evil master that you were serving before. That's what it's like when we use our freedom to just keep sinning. Because the reason God hates sin is because sin pushes us away from him and it hurts us. He's trying to set us free from something that's killing us. And if we continue, he set us free. He's not going to force us to do good. But he did break the shackle. We were bound to sin. We couldn't help but sin before. But now Jesus came and he broke it. And he changed the whole paradigm up. And he's like, look, I'm breaking the chain. Come follow me. I'll protect you. I'll provide for you. Everything. Just follow me. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I'm giving you the option. Because he's not a slave driver. He's about liberty. There's a verse in the Bible that says, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. And I'm like, man, that's big time. He's not a slave driver. He's going to let you do whatever you want. But he begs you, please use your freedom to do good and follow me. Because I will protect you. I'll bless you. But if you don't have to. I'm not going to make you. But that's your loss. And it's your fault, too. So, yeah, that's about it. There's more to say, but maybe I'll do a part 2 later on. So, until next time, peace.